trusting Heenan. But he's still a professional. He's the best at what he does, and I think this $3,000 will be a good success on this fucking night. Of course, Heenan turned on him. You know, we know you son of a bitch. And he had even more heat, right? But Bruiser was so good because you'd see Jimmy every week in Memphis. And he'd go out there sometimes 4 times a night. It was just overkill. It was horrible. And then with Bruiser, you might have a show once a month, you know, every 3 weeks on the average.
Yeah.
So Heenan wasn't overexposed, where Jimmy was so fucking overexposed. But it was successful for them, so what the fuck, right? That's why everyone had a different fucking style. You could steal a little bit from here, or steal a little bit from there, and have your own fucking thing. But there was some, that's like, AEW runs the same towns, you notice it? You see that all the time?
I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah. They've been, this is like their 3rd show will be in Chicago. But Bruiser ran Chicago every fucking 3 weeks and did 12,000 people every fucking show. So, and they run DC a whole lot.
So those guys in Memphis, were they all able to make a living in Memphis? Or do they have to have other jobs and shit?
Usually, if you were figured in, and Memphis at that time was so good, the city, you'd make $500 to $1,000 on a Monday night.
Oh, really?
40 years ago.
Well, I hear other people on podcasts and stuff, sometimes they talk about Memphis didn't pay, and Memphis was where you went, like when your career was dead, or...
They're talking about apples and oranges. You're talking about Memphis, then you're talking about the USWA, when Lawler had it, and not Jarrett. And all you wanted to do was get experience and play fucking wrestler, and if you broke even, it was fine, because you got to play fucking wrestler. But you could work that's like when Jimmy Valiant would come in, right? He'd usually work the first 3 days or 4 days. Then he would go work for Bruiser on the weekends. But he'd work Memphis, Louisville, Evansville, maybe Lexington. Then he would go in for fucking Bruiser for the fucking weekend. But he made all that fucking money in fucking Memphis. But no, they were good paying territories. What guys don't understand is you got different kind. Years ago, you had to pay for your TVs to be on, to be aired. It was like an infomercial.
Right, yeah.
I remember we had to draw $13,000 a week to break even. And that's like about $2,000 a day at a fucking $4 and $5 ticket price. So you had to draw every fucking night just to fucking break even. And like everything, every territory would go up and down with the TV deals and whatever. But the key is no matter what, you always live the same. You just living on $200 a week, you could do it. And everything else, you just fucking, it's all a fucking rib. You learn how to fucking hustle bitches for fucking food, doing this, free fucking rides, place to fucking stay, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that was a hustle. That was the part that you liked anyway. But no, Memphis was for guys starting out because then they had their homesteaders there, right? Guys that lived there and they had regular jobs too. So they might be on Memphis, they might be on 3 shows, and then the rest of the time they're working their regular fucking job and whatever. But wrestling's always been that way. Once they've seen your act and you homestead, they don't fucking use you as good. Doesn't matter how good you are, they see your act.